taking on a team from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it, and he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunner!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball at the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw, the defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir, a little handoff, a little sneak attack, great play.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Smashes through. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, He gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They move the tight end all over. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Henry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's loose at the 15. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. Off he goes! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves. Run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Got the first down and still on his feet. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Broncos! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator defense. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Henry. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, UTSA. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They'll go right back to him. Keeps the legs moving. At midfield, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Broncos. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Riggs. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. On the move, it's Henry. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UTSA 21, Boise State 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Running with power. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Roadrunners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Catch in the middle, it's Genty. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. For jet sweep pass. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's hit some fourth down.
The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
From the gun, looking for a man. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to run it. At the 15, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
On the run, it's Henry. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And the Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. On the move at the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Follow the blockers. The offensive
most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away.
UTSA 35, Boise State 14.
And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. After the incompletion on second down, it's third and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. The give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Give to the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now.
He's off to the races. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
They'll run it with the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep, and a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Using his legs, it's Genty. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UTSA 42, Boise State 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Quarterback on the keeper. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to go up top. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Plows through the defense.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
It's first down from the 11. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Genty. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Snags it. Touchdown Broncos. And here they come almost all the way back. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here to steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Now on second down. Snap it to the back. Make adjustments. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Gaines. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Genty. Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the fourth. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Anderson. Ball is loose. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide out in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sideline, it's Henry. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Getting some heat. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. First play of the first possession of OT. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Broncos get it past the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the Broncos will start us up here in overtime. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! They strike first in overtime. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And right down the middle. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for a gap. It's Henry. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Huge 3rd down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. They'll try to run for it. And the Roadrunners will move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Roadrunners! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This game must must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner!
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a 2-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.